Let's finish off the AFC West with the Denver Broncos. There's only one place to start with the Broncos. It's Russell Wilson now with he's got the whole world in his hands in Denver. He has the keys to the city. They are loving him, every bit of Russell Wilson. He comes in now. He gets the keys to the city, but what are the key focuses for Russell Wilson heading into his first camp with the Denver Broncos, Aaron?
This is not going to be one of my normal little takes about a quarterback or whatever. I think Russell Wilson is under an extreme amount of pressure.
Yeah,
at the quarterback position. This is a guy that won championship in Seattle with a great running game, a great defense. And then the minute they turned him over to be this gunslinger, throw it around the field, you take control of the offense, he never quite got his team over the hump. We've seen this from a number of quarterbacks, and I think we're in that same situation now with the Russell Wilson. He has got to take this team that had an elite defense last year. We've all lauded the running back situation in Javonte Williams and Melvin Gordon, Cortland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy, talented outside guys, Tim Patrick, KJ Hamler. And now you were talking about you've been one quarterback away. They went and got Peyton Manning back in 2000 and whatever. He did what he was supposed to do and won a Super Bowl. I think we're right now with the Russell Wilson. He has to get Denver to a Super Bowl. I'm only looking for one thing, and that's productivity and resulting in wins. I don't care about nothing else. I don't care what his connection is with Jerry Jeudy week one. Is he going to take them to the playoffs? Is he going to make a deep playoff run? And are the Denver Broncos going to be in the Super Bowl? Because I believe they have a roster to do so if Russell Wilson's at his best. But Russell Wilson has to prove it. I think he's under a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure.
Yeah.
I agree.
I saw someone talking the other day. It was like, who's under the most pressure in the AFC West? Is it Derek Carr or is it Russell Wilson? And I was like, I don't think it's close, to be honest. Like, I get it. Like Derek Carr is like, he's just been Derek Carr. Like,
you know who Derek Carr is.
Derek Carr is Derek Carr. Russell Wilson is known as an elite quarterback, one of the best in football.
And like you said, where he's now being put into the position, like this could like cement his legacy. I don't think it's going to hurt his legacy, like to where he's not going to be like a potential Hall of Famer. Like it's not going to like absolutely kill.
If Russell Wilson does not go to the Super Bowl and produce with Denver, he is not a Hall of Famer, and he won't make the Hall of Fame.
Really?
Mark my words. I
agree. This may be like looking too deep or looking for something, but I honestly do sometimes think back to not giving Marshawn the ball because you wanted Russell Wilson to be the hero. And since then, granted, a lot of things has changed, but since then, Russell Wilson has come up short time and time again. And despite not having the defense anymore, at that point, it's on you anyways. You got the money you wanted, and then it took a year for you to be talking about going somewhere else. Now you're somewhere else. You've got weapons around you again. You can say what you will about that offensive line for now. You got to do it now because he's never. This is the first time he's been vocal about having a problem, and it got fixed. So now you have to produce. I think you're completely right. It's not even close between him and Derek Carr. Russell Wilson is probably, to me, the quarterback under the most actual pressure in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think we talked about the NFC West last week. And we talked about Drew Lock, Geno Smith coming in, and there was some Seahawks fans that let us know, and we appreciate everyone who supports and comments and everything, and came in and said, Seattle has always been built like this. Strong defense, good running game, and then the quarter, like Russell Wilson just doing what he has to, like never really like going like that much above and beyond. Now Russell Wilson is getting everything, like over the years, it's always been about let Russ cook or doing this and that for Russell Wilson. Well, guess what, Russ? You got it all. Put up or shut up. One other note on the Denver Broncos side of things. Did you have one last point?
I just wanted to point out again, like Russell Wilson has never won a championship as the guy. And I think that's what we need. We talk about Mahomes, Brady, Rodgers. When everything's on your shoulders now, you win a championship. He doesn't have that. His championship game in year 2, when it was the Legion of Boom running game, he threw like 20 times a game. We talk about it with Dak Prescott. We talk about it with Russell Wilson. We talk about it with all these guys, even Big Ben before. One when he was young, defensive running game, but then he got that one against the Cardinals when he was flinging it all over the field. So I think this is where Russell Wilson has to cement that legacy to be a Hall of Famer.
Am I a jackass for saying Joe Flacco?
He's better than Joe Flacco.
Yeah,
right, but I mean, like, based on his title,
he's had more. He's had more success, long-term success as a player than Joe Flacco.
Jackass confirmed. But Dylan, here's a chance for you to here's your chance to save yourself on this last Denver Broncos point. New defensive coordinator Ivero, boom, nailed it, stuck the landing. Coming in as their new defensive coordinator for the Denver Broncos. What should we be expecting under his reign in Denver?
We should be expecting a better pronunciation guide. But Ivero, he's a 41-year-old, first-time DC. Spent 5 years in LA coaching the safeties, the secondary, all that stuff. I tell you what you're getting with Ivero, he's very creative with his personnel. This guy, he said he plans to rotate pass rushers. They drafted that Nick Benito kid, second round, 2022 out of Oklahoma. He's going to mix him in along with Bradley Chubb, along with Randy Gregory when he comes back in Denver to the mix over there. I even got a quote from him right here. It's a factor who's playing best. He said, you get a good rotation and you want to keep guys fresh. When you rush the passer, interior or exterior, it's one of those deals that is more tiresome than people think. Depth is always good. Listen, fellas, they got a lot of depth on this defense. And Denver, they can go a long way. I think even with their defense, let alone, I mean, they got Justin Simmons. They got other pieces on that defense that are legit. He's going to rotate the pass rush. With his experience of coaching the Rams secondary and their safeties and all that over the last 5 years and his creative drive, Broncos fans should be stoked to have Mr. EE in the building.
EE. E-I-E-I-O.
A lot of vowels.
I agree. I like the youth that they brought in there. I like the not same and not no. Vic Fangio's a great defensive mind and he did great for that defense. But I like the fresh face and new kind of like we're gonna run things differently. And the depth on the defensive line is always important. It's one of the most important things in football. So I agree.
Yep. Way to stick the landing, Dylan. Way to end the show. I'm very proud of you.